Right now, at this very moment, something inside you is steering your life without asking for permission. It guides your choices, your fears, your dreams, even your limits, and you rarely notice. People across the US, UK, and EU feel this push every day but can't explain it. But the truth behind this silent force will shock you, because this hidden power has shaped your past, molds your present, and quietly builds your future. And almost nobody is aware of how deep it runs. Today, you're going to meet it face to face, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. 3 revelations today will change how you understand your entire life. First, this power makes 95% of your daily choices for you. Second, it stores every moment you've ever lived, even things you've forgotten. Third, you can train it to build a life you once thought was impossible. Let me show you exactly how this happened. When you were a child, your mind was wide open like wet cement. Every word, every fear, every warning, every dream pressed deep into that cement. And once it dried, those marks became your patterns, your beliefs, your identity. Experts call this subconscious imprinting, and it shapes all of us. It doesn't matter if you grew up in London, New York, or Berlin. The force works the same everywhere. Here is the wild part. You didn't choose most of the beliefs you live by today. You absorbed them from parents, teachers, media, friends, even the neighborhoods you lived in. And you didn't even notice it happening. The subconscious doesn't ask, "Should I believe this?" It just accepts the message and repeats it forever. Now here's where things get really interesting. Your subconscious runs almost your entire life on autopilot. Scientists reportedly say about 95% of your daily actions are not conscious. That means you're only aware of about 5% of what you do. Think about that. Almost everything you do is automatic. The foods you crave, the people you trust, the risks you avoid, the dreams you chase or never chase, all shaped by a silent script written years ago. This script doesn't speak in words, it speaks in habits. It tells you "I can't" when life needs you to say "I can." It tells you not good enough, even when you've grown stronger. And it repeats a story you didn't choose. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this. Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between truth and memory. If you think a thought long enough, the mind accepts it as real. That's why one harsh comment from years ago still controls you today. That's why childhood fears still whisper when you try new things. That's why your mind replays old failure more than new chances. According to many psychologists, repetition builds belief, not truth. Repetition. What you repeat becomes what you trust. What you trust becomes how you act. And how you act becomes who you are. But here's the twist. Your subconscious does all of this to protect you. It avoids risk because it thinks risk equals danger. It avoids change because change feels unsafe. It avoids growth because growth feels unfamiliar. But what protected you as a child can limit you as an adult. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. Your subconscious mind listens to you more than anything else in your life. More than friends, fear, past mistakes, or old stories. It listens to your voice. Not the loud voice you speak out loud, the quiet voice you speak inside. The voice that says, "I don't know if I can." The voice that says, "Maybe later." The voice that says, "People like me don't win." Your subconscious hears every one of those thoughts, and it accepts them as commands. So if you say "I can't," your subconscious says "okay." If you say "I'm always unlucky," your mind says "understood." If you say "I don't deserve better," your mind obeys. But here's the part almost nobody realizes. If you change the command, you change the mind. And if you change the mind, you change the story. So, what does all this mean for us today? It means you have a power inside you that responds to direction. A power that builds your habits, your energy, your future. A power that shapes the life you wake up to every morning. But it needs clear instructions, and most people never give any. They wake up each day repeating old fears, old doubts, old limits. Not because they are weak, but because nobody ever taught them how the mind works. Today, you've learned the truth, and that truth gives you a choice: stay the same or rewrite the script. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. Your subconscious doesn't need strength, talent, or perfection. It needs one thing: consistent direction. One thought repeated becomes a belief. One belief repeated becomes a life. Like, subscribe and share for more powerful stories like this.